Rest in peace to Terrence Stamp, all near the General Zod. Terrence Stamp, fine British actor, died at the age of 87. Very suave guy when he was younger, very smooth, very suave. But for Gen Xers like myself, he will always be General Zod in Superman 2. I saw some lists recently, and they ranked the best comic book movies of all time. And they had Superman 1 at number one. Superman 1 was tremendous for its time. And it's still a really good film. But Superman 2 is. The weakness of Superman 1 was that Lex Luthor, played by the great Gene Hackman, was a good supervillain, but he was a little bit too comical. And General Zod and his crew was straight up villains. Everything about that film, how in the beginning you saw how they got trapped in that glass and it was just floating in space. And then they come down to Earth and realize they got all these powers. And they was really beating up on Superman pretty bad. they really took it to the Man of Steel, man. But the refinement of Terrence Stamp as Zod it was very much like a Bond villain. It is like you measly humans. Is this your son of Krypton? I love a villain who's not really loud. He's just kind of he's very much like the villain in Die Hard. The very hello, Mr. McLean. I love villains who has an accent who's just very calm because they're super evil. And General Zod was just that. So rest in peace to Terrence Stamp. I started thinking, it's like, what does he rank in my favorite supervillains of all time? Because I've always got Heath Ledger at number one as the Joker. But who's in my top five? And it took me a while. So here's my top five superhero villains of all time. Number one, Heath Ledger, the Joker. It's not about Heath dying. I mean, it helped with the mythology, but he was so good in that role. And most people, when they said he was going to be the Joker, it's almost like, what Heath Ledger? Like, okay. But Heath is just, he is the blueprint when it comes to villains since 2008. Number two, I have Eric Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan. Killmonger in Black Panther. I don't know what Black Panther would be without Eric Killmonger and that character. Michael B. Jordan deserved an Oscar nomination for that role. It was so good as Eric Killmonger. I don't know if he'll ever play. He could play another conflicted, complex character like that again, but Eric Killmonger is my number two. Number three, I will put Terrence Stamp as General Zod. Zod is the blueprint for all supervillains. Like, if you don't know how to play a supervillain, go watch Terrence Stamp's performance as General Zod. It's a magnificent, cruel, mean, refined, twisted villain. I loved General Zod. Number four, I got William Dafoe as the Green Goblin. Like, people seem to forget about the pre-MCU and how William Dafoe as the Green Goblin was fantastic. It's almost like you wish that he came back again in some form, and he did later. You know, when in the Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland Spider-Man, he popped back up. But his original Green Goblin, Mr. Osborn, fantastic. I think at number five, I'm gonna put it's tough because I could put Jack Nicholson. There's other people, but I think I'm gonna put James Brolin as Thanos. I think James Brolin as Thanos has always been very underrated. And again, it's a very refined, controlled performance that he did as Thanos. And even though it was CGI, it looked like James Brolin. I always felt like he should have been nominated for Best Supporting, just like Michael B. Jordan, because I can't imagine, first, anybody else playing Thanos, but second, you knew Thanos was evil because he was destroying planets. But you almost kind of felt for him in some ways. Like, the way he justified it's like, he's kind of making sense. So I loved James Brolin as Thanos. So that's my top five. So when it comes to your top five supervillains of all time, who you got?